ancestors. Peace forever and always. Welcome to another edition of the Realities Temple on Earth. I am the host of this internet ministry, the gatekeeper of this channel. I am known on YouTube as the mighty AngelsnupnupSEVEN, your brother and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. And if you don't want to be my friend, why the hell are you hanging around on my channels? If you are not my friend, why are you in my business? Why the hell do you care about what AngelsnupnupSEVEN is doing? I don't understand that. Because if I'm not interested in you, I damn sure not going to hang around you. But you have those who say they don't like you, but they know more about your business than you do. I don't get it. You don't like somebody, but always in their business. Always got to say, you always have something to say about them. But that's all right. I am glad that I have earned enough of your mindset that I'm worthy of coming from my name. Ooh, I'm I'm tongue-tied. Excuse me. I'm worthy of my name coming forth from your ragged-ass mouth. With that said, I would like to dedicate this video to one of my strongest supporters, one of my strongest critics, a critic and a supporter, and I appreciate that because I know his critique comes from a good place and he wants me strong and he wants confidence that I, who he will support, is worthy of such. And that shout out goes to my brother Kismac. Kismac, you know who you are. Also, I'd like to shout out to my brother David Brayboy. And my sister YS to God. And of course, my assistant AdMinister, who will soon be back on the scene, Brother Andre Edmonds 69. And really, I just like to send a shout out to all of you, new subscribers, old friends, new friends. Thank you for coming to this house. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to give what I have to say a listen. And I hope that you judge what I have to say as worthy of being listened to. I wish to make this video as a platform for all those with questions as far as my asking your help to take this ministry beyond YouTube and really out in the streets. The time has come that we must become active. And if we are not active, we might as well shut up, because if the word is not producing activity, the whole thing is pointless. And I refuse to be pointless. I refuse to be the center of entertainment for some people, because I don't view black struggle, liberation, I don't view civil rights as entertainment. This is serious business. It affects us, those of us who live today, and it affects our children that will come into this tomorrow. If our parents had worked a little harder and been more active as a majority, our situation would not be as critical as it is today. But that was them. So if we criticize them and what older people have done, it was not enough. Now it is your turn. What you gonna do? Continue to run your mouth and be entertained by your beautiful words? Or are you going to take your beautiful words and put them on a spindle and turn straw into gold? And that's what I want to do with this ministry. Take this straw, take this rawness, take this nothing, and feed the multitudes. Take this straw and make gold. But I can't do it by myself. I already know this. I need your help. So I want to spend a few minutes with us, and you can always bring your comments or your questions to the more information section, the comment section of this video, and we can speak about things more in detail. I don't care who you are. All questions, all inquiry will be accepted. I'm not going to block nobody. You want to try to prove that I'm a con man, a criminal, and all? Bring your ass on, baby. Bring it. Because I got something for you. You can't handle the real truth. We already know this. But you want to attack my character. You want to assassinate me, my person. Well, I'm going to show you the same way that you fear the opinions and the ideas of this ministry, you're going to fear, and you're going to bow down and submit and back down to your falsehood, your accusations of my person. You're going to lose whether you go through the front door or you come through the back door. It makes no difference. You're not going to get nothing off here. Nothing. So shoot your best shot. And when I embarrass you, don't remove your comment. Let people see how ignorant you are. Because I have already, the majority of these folks, I have already beaten the hell out of them with real truth. They can't handle this. So their only option is to attempt to paint the messenger as evil or corrupt or a con man, whatever these names they want to come up with, because they see success. They see glory. They wish they could talk the way I talk. They wish they could look the way I look. They wish they was me. But it was not meant for you. The real truth was given to me. Because you, for some reason, the creation found unworthy. And by your behavior, I can see why you were unworthy. So those with these hood rat channels come before the people any kind of way. Dressed all tacky, you look like a criminal. You look like a thug. Who the hell listening to you? You look like a gangster. You look like trash. Do you know why I come before the people with a suit and tie? I want to show you that I'm silver. I want to show the masses that they are worthy of me putting on a suit. You are worthy of me looking clean for you. When a man is dating a woman, if he has any kind of sense, he wants to look his best. So you mean to tell me on all these hood rat channels, that's your best? You want to try to represent people? Is that what you want, brothers and sisters? These hood rats to represent you? Then when they talk a good game. I'm not going to never say that there are not words of wisdom that come from the ghetto, from these hood rat channels. But you don't want that to represent you when you talk to President Obama or the President of China. I'm looking at this in an international scope. When you go meet the governor of Missouri or the governor of West Virginia, would you want these hood rats to represent you? Plus, they'll never get there anyway, unless they are a rapper or something like that, an entertainer. But to speak serious business the way I talk, you got to show them you have some kind of sense, that you are not a savage and you're civil. Speak with intelligence. Use the English language in the best manner that you can to show the world I'm just as civil. I'm just as intelligent. I'm just as great, if not better, than you. So a man dresses up the best way he can because he's trying to impress the woman that he loves. You don't love me enough to put on a suit. You don't love me enough to put on some clean clothes to talk to me. But you have women that will lay down with these ragged ass men. And they ignore the one that has some sense. Then they wonder why they are in the sad condition that they are in. The man told you what he was about. He couldn't even put clean clothes on for you. He can't bring you flowers, give you candy. He won't open up the door. He is not a gentleman. He wants to be this thug thing, this savage creature, and you accept that. And you get what you pay for. I'm here, and I put on a suit for you because I love you. I want to put on my best impression that I can. Now, if my best impression is not good enough, there's nothing I can do. But I want to show you that you are worthy of me putting on some clean clothes. I want to show you that I love you. I love humanity, period. But I'm a black man, and I have lived among black people, and we are in a bad condition. So my first priority, when you're looking at the sick, is the one who is the sickest, the one who is in the most bad shape. So my number one priority must be the black people, those of us who are born the descendants of slaves in America. But all of the human family needs to be treated because we're sick. If we were not sick, there would be no need for Jesus Christ. If we were sick, there would be no need for Prophet Muhammad or any of these religious belief systems, because God sent prophets to the people not because you are well, but because you are sick. You are filled with some kind of disease. And now the time has arrived, and the period of time has arrived that now you be healed. It is now time for the return of Jesus Christ. It is time for the fulfillment of the words of Prophet Muhammad. You're living in it right now, if you understand. So I have these critics of whom I easily, in a debate, they can't talk. So they can't debate. They can barely write. I'm not going to make mockery of their education, because for me, I only have a high school education. But you take what was given to you and do the best that you can with it. And then whatever you have, try to make it better. These people, these hood rat channels, make no attempt to make themselves better. They think that for some reason the world is supposed to accept them in their ghetto fashion garbage. Well, I'm sorry. There's nobody in the world that likes living in the ghetto. You should want to get out of the ghetto or transform the ghetto to make it better for the people. Because there's nothing wrong with the ghetto. It's the mentality of the people, and the buildings can always be torn down and rebuilt. And the ghetto can look just as clean, just as beautiful as any other place on the planet. But the problem is the mentality of those who live in the ghetto. So you have these ghetto channels that want to critique and talk about me. They offer nothing of substance except the usual ghetto-ness. They have no idea how to strive and reach for better stars. So they are jealous because they know that this ministry has the potential to grow beyond our wildest dreams. They will be just designated to YouTube, and pretty soon, and probably sooner or later, they will close their accounts. They will even stop talking because they have nothing to really talk about. Your mind is limited. The mind is limited. While here, I represent a train of thought because it is self-thinking and because it is connected to the universe, and the universe is limitless. Then this word will always be growing, always be evolving. It's limitless. They are earthbound while we're building rocket ships to take ourselves out of the earth gravitational pull. So you bring your ghetto-ness here and continue to get your ass whooped. You can't do nothing with me. Your best bet, if you don't like me, keep my name out your mouth, go about your business. Because you can't stop nothing. Why are you running your mouth? My subscribers steady climb up. Why are you running your mouth? My friends steady climb up. Why are you running your mouth? Donations are coming in. We're going to talk about that. So you can't do nothing. It's jealousy. They want to be Taalik Ibn'rad. But Taalik Ibn'rad didn't just come out the sky overnight. What you hear from this ministry took 40-some years to come into existence. If you knew my mother or my father, you would look at me, look at them, and you would wonder, how in the hell, how did you come from out of them? My parents were sharecroppers. My parents was drunkards. My parents was fornicators and adulterers. That's what my parents was. My parents was sinners. They didn't know no better. It was a lifestyle. So how could I come from out of them? Because it's time. When you pray, the reality, if you want your prayers answered, is always going to be by a man. Those of you who believe in God, God does answer prayers. But remember, God uses men. You want to be free. You have a problem. Whatever your problem is, God's going to bring it, the answer through a man, and men come from women. So every time we suggest to a woman to abort her child, you are erasing a possibility that that baby could have answered your prayer. That's the problem. When you ask a woman, or women allow themselves to have abortions, you are cutting off your lifeline to the creation. That's how the creation talks to you. That's how the creation gives you your gifts. Through the womb of a woman, because all things come through a womb. The universe is a dark womb. And the woman is a symbol of the womb. They are a womb, and the womb communicates and brings about answers through a womb via the woman. And it is the male's responsibility to keep the communication lines open by protecting that telephone system, which we know of as the woman. Defend her at all costs. Because if you don't, then you are cut off from the wisdom of the universe. Because whatever you're going to get is going to come through that woman. So you have to take care of her. You got to make sure that her mind is right. She's treated. You can't keep her mind filled with foolishness, stupidity, because that's messing up the lines of communication. That's that distortion, crackling. So instead of getting, when the baby is born, instead of getting a clear message from the Creator, you get another fool. You get another idiot. Now sometimes, like I say, sometimes even through distortion, if you knew my mother and my father, it's just mind-boggling. How did these people produce you? Because sometimes God or the creation take things in his or her hands and takes the power away from them, and he begins to mold that baby, that child, the way he or she. God is a he or she or it. I just say that which brought us into existence. But it takes over and it forms the child, because the child is being born for a specific duty, and the time is right. The time has arrived. Either the human family will be free or it will be destroyed. You have had thousands and thousands of years to straighten your act up. This is Judgment Day. Like I said for this channel, either you're going to live or you're going to die. For me, if it was up to me, within the next 30 seconds, all of humanity, black, white, red, whatever, y'all be dead if it was up to me personally. So you better be glad it's out of my hand. All of humanity needs to be destroyed as far as I'm concerned, because we have not lived up to being worthy of living. Murderers, rapists, pedophiles. And the good people sit around talking about, I don't deserve to die. I good. Good for nothing, because you won't fight the wicked. Like Martin Luther King said, the reason why evil exists because good people do nothing. And you're good for nothing. You don't want to take action. You want to go to church and hear pretty words, and the pastor said this, and the pastor said that. But you don't want to take action on it. Because the people in the church are already saved. But you got millions upon millions that are not saved. That's where your ass needs to be. The healthy don't need a doctor. It's the sick. But maybe that's because you sick too. So y'all with these ghetto channels and these ghetto Negro thoughts, bring it so I can whoop you the way a parent should whoop a child. But I doubt if you will show up. And if you do, you will remove your comments. But the people already know when you show up, they're going to be looking at you. They say, oh man, this dude, this fool stupid enough to come on Taalik's channel so they can get their ass whooped. I already beat these folks up long time ago. But you know how it is when you're dealing with some people, you know, you just have to keep kicking their ass. They don't never learn. Okay. So let us deal with some of the questions that have arisen that I would like to address. First question. What is your purpose? The primary purpose of this ministry is to free the human being from slavery, racism, religious dogma, gender bias. The human being. I did not say black. And black is a white racist word, really. But for the time being, that's the only way we can identify with those with dark skin born the descendants of slaves in America. We are not black. That's a white racist word. And African is too, whether you like it or not. So I'm not black and I'm not African either. Those were words created by the oppressor. And we are striving to move beyond oppression. So we must get rid of all slavery, all the forms, all the thoughts. And there are other things that affect other human beings that make them slaves. Gender bias, classism. The primary goal, the purpose of the Realities Temple is to cause self-thought in order to gain these goals. I want you to think for yourself. Think for yourself. Use common sense, reason, logic. Think for yourself. Stop depending on leaders. I ask you to join this ministry. Donate to this ministry. There is no leader. Compare this ministry to a beehive. There is no leader in the beehive. There's no one insect giving instruction to everybody. Everybody knows their place and purpose. For the time being, I am the queen bee. My purpose is to speak, and when I speak, that's laying eggs for the ministry to create helpers. But the helpers are not followers of the queen bee. They understand their purpose. And bee society is built around everybody knowing their place and doing their jobs. Because if so-and-so don't do their job, the whole colony dies. The queen bee is not treated no better than the rest, given what is due because of the purpose of being the queen. But the queen bee is not better than the rest of the hive. In fact, all the bees, listen, oh, this is beautiful. In fact, all the worker bees, all the helper bees are really queen bees. They just can't lay eggs. So they all are royalty. Do you understand? I am not better than you. I just have a different job than you do. But my job is no greater than your job. Your job is just as important as my job. Because if we fail, all of us die. So that's the type of family that I want here in this temple. That's equality. That's justice. That's freedom. That's family. That's love. And that's what I want here. It's not about black folks. Now, black people are the main priority at this time. We are the catalyst to get something started. And you have to grow. It takes a process. You are not born as an adult. You start off as a sperm and an egg. We are at the embryonic stage. But as we grow, this is meant for the whole human family. Because we all come from the same place. Now, some people want to brag, the original man is the Asiatic black man. And all other people come from us. That means that there's a responsibility. That means we are all family in some way or other. But because of racism, because of classism, because of a lot of factors, we don't view ourselves as a human family. Oh, that's them in China. That's them in India. That's them in Africa. We don't see ourselves as a human unit. That must be destroyed, that thinking. Because whatever affects the human being affects all of us. And racism, classism, gender bias, religious dogma, it has affected all of us. In fact, that's the type of mentality that caused this division. So my purpose is to bring all of humanity back to family. But the top priority at this time, because chances are I'll be dead and gone by the time the process really gets it going. But we are the beginning stages of this process to bring humanity back to being human and eventually raising ourselves to the point where we don't talk about being God. We become real God. We become truly connected to that which brought us into existence, if you understand. And that's why, while I'm here on this earth, I want to keep talking to you. Keep feeding your brain. Keep talking to you. Keep stimulating your brain cells. Self-thought. Not get you caught up. I believe this and I believe that. Get you caught up in a box. You need to grow. The universe is always moving. It's always growing, evolving. That's the way your mind has to be. Very important for the woman to keep her mind undown. You got to keep that water flowing in her so she can pass on self-thought, self-creation to her womb so we can get the proper answer we're looking for from our creation, the creation, that which brought us into existence. Some of y'all may want to say God, but let us view God in a real sense, that God uses the womb of the woman. We must make accepting our reality the base of our thought. Reality. Just a few days ago, I watched my pet die in front of my eyes. That's my reality. My hope, my belief is that my pet goes to heaven, goes somewhere in a place where when we pass, we will see one another again. A beautiful thought. And it's wonderful to have hope and faith. But that should be secondary. We should hold our reality as the primary base of our thought. Because if you lose reality in psychiatry, they say you go insane. And that's what has happened to the human family. We have gone insane because we have made hope and faith and belief more important than dealing with our reality. And when that happens, you go insane. Who can join? I will be quite honest with you. At this time, only black people can join this ministry. And the reason for that is because black people need to learn how to do for themselves. They must learn their value. They must learn that they can really achieve and do whatever anybody else can do. They don't need nobody's help. They must build their own hotels, grow their own food, create their own media. They must be given a chance to do for themselves, to show that they are grown, just like anybody else. Black people should be tired. Well, if the white man didn't give you this, if the white man didn't do that for you, you wouldn't have it. We need to put ourselves in a position that the TV that you watch, that's ours, that the corn that you grew it. That's ours. We need to do our own thing. We need to show that we are also adults. We are grown. But this is not to say that you cannot, other people cannot help. Because the Realities Temple, my friends and subscribers are from all around the world. Asia, India, Africa, Australia, places in Europe, white people, red folks, all kinds of folks are the subscribers and friends of the Realities Temple because they understand where I'm coming from with this. You need to give it. It's just like a child, a parent and a child relationship. You need to give your child an opportunity to be grown. Let him take care of himself. Buy his own car, buy his own gas, get his own job so he can feel and be an adult. Black folks, the only thing we know of is living among white folks. Black folks, black, white people, however you want to say it. We have done nothing on our own without the help of white Americans. We need to be able to put ourselves in a position to show white America, Asian America, or whatever. We need to show to the world that we can also build. We can be technological. Whatever anybody else can do, we can do, if not better. Not bragging, just we want to be able to have a chance to do what y'all have done. It's selfish to not allow a child to grow up. Some people spoil their children. They won't let them grow up. They keep, no matter how old they get, they keep letting, they want to do things for the child. Let your child grow up. Let these black people grow up. But sometimes these parents just want to stay in control of their children. They like to have control and authority over something. And see, that's the problem with a lot of white America. They like controlling, pulling the strings. That's over, whether you like it or not. Slavery is over. That control, all that stuff, it's over. That's what I represent. So, at this time, only black people can join. Because we need that type of experience. We need that type of help. But if you wish to help, be an advisor, teach us about construction, teach us about business, aid us with finances, whatever you want to do to help us, because eventually, helping us, we're going to help everybody. That's the goal and the purpose. To make the black people of America strong is to benefit everybody. Not to put us in a position so we can brag about who we are and put others down. Why would we want to do that when that's our experience? Being degraded, being made inferior, and all like that. Why would we want to get strong and healthy so we can do crazy stuff to others like what was done to us? That's the end. I told you about my parents. It's mind-boggling. If you knew my parents, you would wonder, how did they produce somebody like me? It's got to be impossible. It started. The process of me being who I am today, it started because as a child, they made mockery of me. Black people. When I was growing up, I very rarely seen white people, and I didn't really trip off color. My school teacher was a white lady. I don't think I knew she was a white lady. You know, she was different. She didn't have dark skin. I didn't trip off of it. But color became a factor with me as a child because my own people, my own mother, who was black, but she talked about me, how black I was. And they kept talking about, and as a child, that hurt me. Because I can't help the way I look because I'm black. And then sometimes when my mother got angry at me, she'll say, you just like that black, nappy-head, ugly nigga daddy of yours. How do you think that makes a child feel? So that was the beginning. That was the beginning process of turning me into who and what I am today. It's in me. I have to talk this. I say all the time, if you don't donate and support this ministry, I'll stop making videos. That's talk. This is me. I want to be heard. And plus, I don't know who this ministry might influence to take us to the next level. I might be talking to a pregnant woman right now, and she's forming an idea, sending it down to the child in her womb. I don't know. Apparently, along with the different experiences in my life, apparently there was something that was influencing my mother's thoughts to cause this child to be what I am today. I am starting with nothing. Nothing. The only thing I have is this Malcolm X picture, this handmade sign, this camera, and myself. I have nothing. I need everything. If I want to take this to the next level, brothers and sisters, and friends, and future advisors, because see, I'm not a business person. You may be Christian. Everybody is welcome here. Christian, Muslim, atheist, whatever you are. If you're black, you can join. Other than black, you can be an advisor, and your work and your help will be acknowledged and appreciated. And you're needed. I need everything. I need a website. I need flyers. Of course I need finances. I would like a cable show. I need brothers and sisters who think like I do. We need spokespeople. I need recruitment. We need to learn how to go about making jobs, building schools, purchasing farmland, housing. We need everything. But right now, I have nothing. I have nothing. Do you know that you are special? All of you are special. If you listen to what I have to say, you have to be special. Because, not bragging, but I am definitely the light. I am the sun. And there are many of those who want to fight this word, this ministry, because they have been living in darkness for so long. And they thought they had the light. But if they had the light, then how come when I come on the scene, it hurts their eyes? You are special because instead of fighting the light, because you know that's what it is, you want to embrace the light. You want to just blink and adjust to the light. But you have people who like being in darkness. They like being sneaky. They're not being truthful with you. They're doing something, they have a questionable agenda. There is nothing I will hide from you. Because there's nothing that everything should be available for you to see. Those who work with me. Now for those on the outside, ain't none of your damn business. But for anybody that donate and help this work, whatever you want to see, you should be able to see. And even for my enemies. If you really want to know about me, you don't have to guess, make up lies and whatever. For $350, I will send you my criminal records, my birth certificate, copy of my birth certificate, my mental health history, everything. Because I don't have nothing to hide for $350. Then, when you talk about me, you can say, well, I got his criminal records, I got his birth certificate, I got all that. So now, you talking from a base of some kind of truth. Not to say that all those records, those people that's reporting, is telling the truth, but at least you got something to go by instead of just running your mouth making up fairy tale stories. Somebody said they got their information about me, about my mental health records from off the internet somewhere. It's public. They do not make mental health records public. It's against the law. It's a private issue. And if you did, I better not find out about who leaked it, because they're going to be in a damn lot of trouble. But see, these people are liars. $350, I'll be happy to put it all in a pretty package and send everything to your ragged ass. That $350 can help me do this work. Why have I come to this conclusion? See, if you really love something, if you really want something, people put their money where their mouth is. Because they view whatever they are buying, whatever they're listening to, it has value. If you don't want to donate and support me in the effort to build and take action upon this word, then it has no value. So, if the Realities Temple has no value, what sense do it make for me to waste my time to keep talking? It has no value. It's not worth nothing. So it is best I go do something else. The reason why there are churches on every corner, there's a Walmart, there's this and that, people support it because of its value. I go to Walmart because of the cheap prices, the value. So I'm going to give Walmart my money. I believe in Jesus Christ. I like to hear what the pastor has to say. It has value. So I'm going to give the pastor my money. I'm going to give the government my money because I'm a citizen of America and I love America. Well, you're going to give your money to the government whether you like it or not. They're going to take it by force. But if you are really feel like you are an American citizen and you love this country, you have no problem with giving your money to that which you love. So, if you really enjoy the word that's coming from this ministry, why not show me that I have value and help me build upon this word, spread this message? When I was in the Nation of Islam, I found that the word was valuable. I gave them my time. I gave them my money. I did work for them. Because why? Because Elijah Muhammad was valuable to me. Because Louis Farrakhan was valuable to me. And I loved the word, and I wanted to let everybody know what I was hearing. Knocking on doors. Did you hear Minister Farrakhan? Do you know Elijah Muhammad? Knocking on the doors. Listen to Elijah. Listen to Farrakhan. They have value. Go in my pocket. I don't know what you're going to do with the donation, Brother Farrakhan, but I love you. I love this message. Because you have value to me. If I don't have value, what sense do it make for me to keep doing what I'm doing? But some of y'all, you see me as valuable. But we need to really get into this. We need to raise hundreds and thousands of dollars, just like the church, just like the Nation of Islam and all these other suckers. What have they done for you lately? Why not give the Realities Temple a chance? I'm starting from nothing. I'm sincere. I'm honest. I don't care nothing about fancy cars, big houses. My number one priority is the welfare of the human family, not just black family, the human family. I do not want my audience to think that I am insulting you when I say that you believe that I'm here for your entertainment. But there are those, and I'm not speaking to those who understand where I'm coming from. There are people who really view watching these videos, oh, they sit back and watch Sarah Sunseti. They talk about Khalid Muhammad. They talk about me, whoever. But they don't have no intent to do nothing. They just like hearing revolution. It's entertainment for them. When you start talking about action, and see, that's something that you don't hear from these hood rat channels. They're not talking about no action. They just sitting back on their couch or riding their car, smoking some weed or whatever the hell they do, and just running their mouth and talking. Because they don't know if they took action, they don't know what to do anyway. It's not about me. I have ideas, but I'm depending on advisors. You could be my advisor because you might know business. You might be a school teacher, a construction person, stockbroker. I need your help. I need advisors in order to take this to the next level. Build a website. How can I design an AngelsnupnupSEVEN newspaper? Not just with my articles from y'all. Y'all smart too. Kismat is I forget, he's into finance. An AngelsnupnupSEVEN Realities Temple newspaper, and Kismat have his section, investment. It ain't about me. Only thing that I'm responsible for really is to speak and help lay the egg, spread this word. That's my primary job. Now in the beginning process, I have to try to be a businessman. I have to be able to do this and that. But see, that's where y'all come into play. I need your help to take this out of YouTube, to take action on the words. Tired of talking. Now it's time to start walking. Even in the Bible, it says, faith without works means nothing. And I don't want to be seen, and you should not want to be seen as nothing. It's now time for us to be somethings. Whether you know it or not. We speak about in religion, about the kingdom of heaven. And the scriptures say that the kingdom of heaven is not in the sky, it's not down on the ground, under the ground, it's not to the east, not to the west. The kingdom of heaven is within you. You are to build the kingdom of heaven with your hands. But first, you must clean up your mind, because if your mind is not clean, if your mind is not in heaven, it cannot guide your hands. Your mind is in hell right now. And And so your hands build hell. Your mind creates savagery. That's why you're a murderer, pedophile, liar, cheater, thief, fornicator, adulterer, because that's in your mind. But when you clean up your mind, and your mind guides your hands will be able to create and bring into existence the kingdom of heaven on earth, where you don't have to tell somebody to believe, well, we're going to heaven when we die. You don't have to die. You're going to build the kingdom of heaven with your hands after you clean up your mind. But your mind is full of hell, and that's what you have built. As soon as you step out your house, and in your house is hell. You can't get along with nobody. Somebody always fussing, somebody always fighting, making mockery, degrading, shooting, killing, raping, robbing, because in the mind is hell. And so the only kingdom of heaven you're going to get, and the only peace you're going to get, is when they put you under the ground, when you should be able to enjoy heaven on earth on top of the ground. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you do not want to help me do this work, then join some organization. Create your own organization to guide the masses, to guide the people, and put into the mentality of the human family to build the kingdom of heaven in our reality. We don't have to die. We need to rid ourselves. We need to rid ourselves of this plague of racism, gender bias, the effects of slavery and classism. Slavery is addiction to drugs. Slavery is addiction to liquor. The real spirits, the only spirits y'all really know is beer, vodka, gin, whiskey. That's the only real spirits y'all know. Really. But we want to break all the shackles. We want to get involved. Black people need to get involved in international affairs. You need to have representation and show how civilized and beautiful we are as a people in this nation all over this earth. And through our example, because we were in the worst condition, if we can get the descendants of slaves to the point where they look like civilized people, act like civilized people, intelligent, strong, building, creating, then the rest of the world will follow. Because if them dirtbags can go from dirt and dust, now they are walking human beings. They have become from slaves to human beings. Now they are walking and living gods. Not just talking about I'm God, but I am God. I have built a connection to that which brought me into existence. It's a beautiful thing. And then when I get that connection, you will see it has no color. You will see it has no gender. You will see that it is all equal. There is a balance. You will see that the kingdom of heaven on earth was always in you. The only thing you had to do was clean up your mind and then allow your hands to build it. I want us to take action. We got to start taking action. We got to start building. We can't be waiting for somebody else to do it. I want us to be in the position where I can say, look what we've done by ourselves. The people are lazy. They want you to, it's like this. Somebody said, do you want somebody to pay your internet bill and repair your computer just because you want folks to listen to your videos. You got to look at it this way. I'm driving a car. You my best friend. You benefit from the car as much as I do. You don't have a car. So why should I continue to ride you around in my car? You don't give me no gas. You don't buy no tire. You don't put in no oil. You don't do nothing. But all thing you do is sit in my car and go where you want to go. And you enjoy my car, but you don't have to give me nothing. That ain't how it works. You want me to pay an internet bill and keep my computer running so I can come on YouTube to entertain you, so you can enjoy, but you don't pay my internet bill. You don't do nothing for me. You just want to sit at your house, get you a beer or soda pop and a bag of chips and talk about, oh, talk about it, Taalik, talk about it. And we do nothing. That's not how it goes. If you enjoy what I bring to us as a people, share it. That's the least you can do. Share the video. Tell people about this ministry. Give me some help. If you don't want to help yourself and you know that I'm an honest person, I'm trying to do something for real, share the videos. That's the least you can do. But I can tell you're not doing a damn thing. So why should I keep entertaining just you? I'm not going to do it. That's not fair. That's not fair. And I'm not going to be used like that. If all these churches, temples, all these people running around ain't doing nothing for the people, if they can be supported and folks view them as valuable, then why I can't be seen as valuable? If I am not valuable, then I should disappear. There's no need for me to be here. That's just common sense. But the intent of this ministry is to bring the human family together once and for all and destroy all these vices I've talked about before. We need that. Who gonna do it? The church? The mosque? Synagogue? The government? Who is destroying? Who is really destroying? The only way you can destroy racism, classism, gender bias, all these other plagues, you got to speak open and honest and bring it out. But they don't. Because many of these people benefit from being racist. They benefit from the male being superior over the female. They benefit because I'm rich. I'm better than you. They benefit. So if you want to break all that up, that's what's holding the human being from their greatest potential, is this disease, this sickness. Somebody got to destroy it. I'm the only one speaking open and honest. I got to tell it like it is. Put it on the table. Let us see it so it can be destroyed. Or you going to be like those, talk about I'm good. Good for nothing. Sit back and let people keep doing and involved and keep supporting this madness. And then they pass racism, gender bias, classism, and all these isms, the effects of slavery. They keep passing it on from generation and generation. The buck has got to stop. If the buck don't stop, then y'all need to die. And that's the bottom line. You need to die. I have no problem with it. You want to live so you can keep being a pedophile, a rapist, a slave to somebody, beating up women, and all this foolishness that you do, and you want to keep living. No, you deserve death. All of you. Because all of you are involved in that behavior, that madness. None of you are righteous. None. And the scriptures say your righteousness is as oily rags in the sight of God. If you don't want to do better, if you do not want to do better on top of the ground, maybe you'll do better out of the ground being fertilizer for some tree or some dandelions, because you damn sure ain't doing nothing good on top of the ground. I say, personally, and I'm going to conclude this talk, really, as far as I'm concerned, if it was up to me, right now, I would kill black, white, red, all of y'all, because you have not proved worthy of living. You are an embarrassment to life. A pure embarrassment. You never grow up. Your children in the mind. You'll never grow up. 40, 50, 60, 70 years old. Still think like little kids. Act like little kids. Look at YouTube. Everybody always calling somebody a name. Back and forth. Old ass people. You deserve death. Any God in his right mind should be sick of looking at y'all ass. Because I know I am. If it was up to me, you would have 30 seconds to live. I said 30 seconds because it won't give you a chance to do nothing. Because you don't deserve no mercy or compassion at all. But it's out of my hands. The creation giving y'all suckers one more chance. And you're on your way to self-destruction right now as I speak. I'm going to get my wish. I won't get my wish in 30 seconds, but it's coming. And you deserve it. Unless you straighten up. Stop being arrogant know-it-alls. Look at yourself like the man in the mirror, like what Michael said. Straighten up your act. Get it together. And let's start turning this foolishness, turn it around, and start growing up. You're a child, and you can ride in a space shuttle. You have a child mentality, and you drive a fancy car, but y'all still act like little children. I don't want to call you kids, because a kid is a baby goat. And y'all so disrespectful. You call women girls, or bring in the girls. That woman is 19, 20, 30, 40 years old. Why are you calling her a girl? And of course, the ever so famous calling black men boy. Bring in the boy. What you call me no boy? Disrespectful things. So it's up to you. It's not up to me. We will see. We will see. I cannot say I will really stop talking, but I know I can't continue to do what I'm doing. Because it's time to take action. It's about action. We can't just keep sitting on our couches. Nothing gonna change. As long as you keep your ass on the couch. The wicked, who are not lazy, the evil people are not lazy. They are always doing something to keep you down, to exploit you, to abuse you. They are not lazy. But the good, the innocent, y'all so damn lazy and trifling. Because you want somebody else to do your fighting for you. It's better just to kill y'all. Really. Because it's really pathetic. Because after all these thousands of years, the human being still thinks like a little child. That's why children don't respect their elders, because the child say, you ain't doing nothing no more than I can do. What? I'm going to say this to end our talk. Tell me, what do an adult do that these children can't do? I got a job. These children can get a job. I can have a baby. These children having babies. I smoke weed. The children smoke weed. I drink beer. The children drink beer. What do you do that these children don't do? The only difference between an adult and a child is that an adult is supposed to have higher wisdom to make the child be in awe. Wow, I want to get to that place. But right now, children are not impressed by adults because the adults ain't showing that they greater or better than a child, because the adult is still a child. Physically, you are grown, but mentally, you're still a child. You have not evolved to your highest potential. You think drinking and smoking, whoremongering, porn addiction, drug addiction, and all these, going to clubs, dancing, putting a G-string through your ass, y'all think that's being grown. That's savage, intelligent savages. You're a long way from being grown. You are savage. You know better than the people that you do call savage. I don't see no difference. In fact, those people do what they do out of ignorance. You do yours, and you know better. But being and behaving in a savage manner, that's adulthood for you. The women running around, breasts showing, don't have no kind of respect for themselves, that floss in between their butt. And the men, some of the men do it too. Some of the men got that string between their butts. They run around half naked, talking filthy, and kiss my this, and mother F that, and savages. And you really think God or the creation gonna tolerate you? Your time is up. You straighten up, or it's time for you to die. I'm straight up with you. If it was up to me, y'all have 30 seconds. You don't like hearing that, do you? Because you want to enjoy your filth. Well, the enjoyment of filth, the enjoyment of what the Bible and the Quran calls sin, its day has come to be over. You are too intelligent. The creation gave you a mighty, 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 mighty brain for you and I to continue to behave in the manner that we are. It don't make any sense at all. But foolishness and being an idiot has become a way of life for the poor as well as the wealthy. Have y'all ever watched the Housewives of Atlanta and Jersey Shore and all like this? People stupid. No matter how much money they get, they still act an idiot. You expect that from the poor, because the poor get drunk, get involved in sex, because they poor. They try to leave their reality. So over sex, the drugs, the alcohol, those are ways, because they're not looking at education. They don't care about educating their mind. So they look at drugs and alcohol and all this filth to bring them some type of enjoyment, because they get tired of going to their ragged-ass job that don't do nothing for them, where they stand up all day putting a screw in a tire on a factory line or whatever their job is that don't satisfy them. Then you have the rich who don't have too much to do because they got money. And so they get drunk over sex. They do the same damn thing, except now they got money. Ain't that madness to you? And this is put on TV. Foolishness, ignorance, savagery, immorality, as the scriptures would call it. This is entertainment. Nobody can sit down and talk with nobody. I hate you, nigga. I don't like you, nigga. And you really think that this is going to continue to be tolerated? We all deserve death. But like the Bible said, God sacrifices one and only Son, the Christ, and died for your sins to give humanity another chance, and you don't deserve it. But this is it. No more chances for you. You gonna straighten your ass up, or you RD5000. You out. Kill you. Kill your DNA. Kill everything related to your ass. So when the next life form that comes into existence, they won't find your damn bones. They won't find your damn Malcolm X pendant. They won't find your red tie. Everything about you will be gone. Nobody, no other life form should ever know that somebody with such a high mentality was so stupid. And that's the reality, and that's the truth. I would be embarrassed to represent one of these hood rat channels. And they really think they talking some good stuff. Ghetto ass crap. Because they don't want to elevate their minds. Because they think they are already elevated. But see, when they come here, they find out, damn, I ain't as smart as I thought I was. But instead of accepting real truth, instead of embracing our flaw and error and try to correct ourselves, oh, that nigga AngelsnupnupSEVEN, he trying to fleece the people. AngelsnupnupSEVEN is a con man. AngelsnupnupSEVEN is this. AngelsnupnupSEVEN is that. But you never hear them say that AngelsnupnupSEVEN is a liar. You do not hear them say AngelsnupnupSEVEN is not talking the real truth, because they know, because they can't defeat it. You can defeat a truth, some truth, a part of a truth. But when you have a truth based on facts, common sense, reason, and logic, you can't do a damn thing with it. So your best bet is to complain about AngelsnupnupSEVEN. Complain about the Realities Temple Ministry. That's all you can do. Because your wisdom ain't nothing. Let me tell y'all this. I've been on YouTube going on 4 years. I've had 3 channels terminated. How many channels have these guys had terminated? Probably none. Because they're not no threat. They ain't saying nothing. I have had countless videos removed. Hate speech. But if you saw the videos, and if you know what the video was about, they are not about no hate speech. The people can't handle the truth, so they flag it. So I'm glad they caused me to split my channels up. You made me stronger. They further say AngelsnupnupSEVEN only got 2 subscribers. He only has 2 friends. So what you talking about me for? And that's really a compliment, because if I only have 2 subscribers and 2 friends, but you talking about me, and I'm standing with the big boys, and everybody, and I'm not bragging, it's the truth. Everybody that has challenged and debated me, I beat the hell out of all of them. That's why they sit back and complain. If you want to be silly, I can be just as silly as your ass. You want to be intelligent, I can be just as intelligent as your ass. However you want to bring it, I kick your ass. That's the bottom line. That's the real truth. I've done it. My little self is just as big as anybody else on YouTube. Now I have 1-hour video lectures. The 1-hour video lectures getting better hits than the videos I had that was 10 and 15 minutes. What does that tell you? That people want to hear what I have to say. But while you hear what I have to say, help me with some action, take this to the next level. Please. I'm not looking to get rich. I could care less about being rich. Driving around in a Rolls Royce and flying in an airplane. That's not my purpose. I want the human being to stop being sick. Let us get ourselves well. I'm looking at this in a real sense. We must deal with racism just the way that it is. Gender bias. The effects of slavery for black folks still remain alive. Classism. We got to deal with this and call a spade, and truth hurts. I don't like talking about people. I don't want to call nobody no devil, no Uncle Tom, no porch monkey, or none of these things. I'm not out here to hurt nobody. But I got to tell it like it is. And when people attack black folks and call us niggas and call us and try to make fun of us, then I got to fight back. Because I'm a defender of those I love, and I love black people. Because I am. Every time I turn around, somebody want to make fun of black folks. We can't do nothing right. We can't spit. We can't talk. There's nothing. No matter what we do. And we keep bowing down to these people not worthy of us bowing down to. That's over. I'm not your damn slave. Talk to me like a person. Don't talk to me like I'm your slave. Don't talk to me like I'm your damn boy. I'd rather be dead than be your slave. I'd rather be dead than be your boy again. My parents, my ancestors already went through that. I'd be damned if it will repeat again. Not with me. Now for your dark European friends that love you because they sick in the mind, that might be all right for them. But it ain't right for me. Slavery is over. I'm never going to put down the black woman because gender bias, the male being closer to God, being better than the female or whatever, superior, that's over. I respect my mama. My mama is my connection to the mama. Classism. I don't want to be richer than you. I want to help all those around me so everybody can enjoy their life. Everybody can have a piece of the pot. I don't want to be greedy. Being rich is greed. That's greed. And so many other isms that affect us. We must destroy those things or they will destroy us. And that's what's happening right now. Maybe not in 30 seconds, but slowly but surely it's happening, and it's going to continue to happen because you have all these people, they don't want to insult somebody. Oh, what you say is racist. What you say, that's matriarchal. That's patriarchal. We don't, all these articles. You got to deal with the situation for real. You can't worry about hurting people's feelings. Because some of these people benefit from slavery, gender bias, being rich. They like those things. But in order for the human being not to die, you got to destroy all these isms. I have been brought into existence to put into the world a message and tell the human being and give the last warnings. Straighten up your act. Suffer the consequences. It's time that you be destroyed. And not just exterminate the white people, not just exterminate the black people, exterminate the Asians. No, the extermination, while you planning the new world order, the extermination is for all of you. Because the activities that you probably don't even recognize that you're doing is destroying the human being. Your air is polluted. Your water is polluted. You're polluting the ground itself. That which you need in order to exist. You damn fool. Y'all some damn fools. Just so that you can ride around in a pretty car. Live on a fancy mountain mansion with 700 rooms. And you killing your future generations and you're killing yourself. Full of cancer. All kinds of diseases. Always at war. Death, death, death. So you might as well be dead. All of you. That's the bottom line. With that said, help me create your own organization or join some organization to help straighten this mess up. Take action. I am not impressed, and you should not be impressed with yourself laying around eating potato chips, drinking beer on a couch, looking at YouTube. That's pathetic as an adult person, because the responsibility for the adult is to look out for the welfare of future generations, the children, those that come after them. We complain about the people before us. What are we going to do better than the generation prior to ourselves? Please help me. Let us talk. Jot down your comments. Bring it to me. I should have an answer, a decent, logical, common sense, rational answer for you. Thank you for listening. This is your brother Taalik Ibn'rad. I love us. I love humanity. I want us to do so good. This is your time to shine, people. This is the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Donate today. This was and is. I am the AngelsnupnupSEVEN. And this was the Reality's Temple on Earth.